Today's video, I'm super excited to actually share with you the basic things you need to know as a foreigner if you are aiming to visit Turkey or Turkey in 2023. By the time of shooting this video, it is in January, and I want to just give you top reason or top basic things you need to know, especially if you are coming to visit in Turkey. Of course, it is January and everybody is looking for ways to actually find maybe new opportunity or green pasture, as we always say. And Turkey is one of the best countries that you can actually travel, be it if you want to explore, if you want to make a home here, if you want to do business, or if you just want to come study and also learn about the culture and history of this beautiful country. So welcome, my name is Phoebe. I normally make content about this country, especially in terms of culture, relationship, people here, products here, money here, investment, and all those good stuff. So karibu sana if you're Kenyan, and welcome. Now, before I start, I have to warn you that I have toddler here. He's gonna be making some noise, and also I have a newborn who they normally have some little noise as background noise. You're gonna bear with me. So the very first thing I have to mention is that Turkish official currency is lira, Turkish lira. It is not dollars, even though dollars have been used in most cases or in most parts, but official currency, it is in Turkish lira. That is the basic thing you need to know. And also, as a visitor for the first time, try as much as possible when you reach or when you arrive at the airport, try to have loose money. Try to have something like 10 lira, 20 lira, 50 lira, 100 lira in loose form, so that if you are taking a taxi, it will be so great for you, or it will be so easier for you to actually give the taxi driver without being in that situation whereby, oh, I don't have money, I have dollars but I cannot change. So try as much as possible to carry Turkish lira, exchange them when you arrive at the airport. Okay, I think I have some Turkish lira here, money here. This is 50 lira. You can see we have it normally looks like this. This is the Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. He is the former president of Turkish Republic. He's a well-known person and more respected person, and you need to actually, when you come here, try as much as possible to respect him or the current president Recep Erdogan, because Turkish people are really people who value their country, and especially their founder Mustafa Kemal. Of course, we have another person here. I'm gonna consult my husband to actually ask who is this. I've never known. There is a lady, I don't know who is that. I need to do my research. But her name is Fatma Aliye. Who is Fatma Aliye? Should I Google? I'm gonna try to leave the findings here. So this is just 50 Turkish lira. They normally have 10, 5, 20, 100, depending on how much you want to use. Try as much as possible to have loose money like these ones when you are coming for the first time here. Maybe you want to buy something small, you just have to take maybe a 50 Turkish lira and give out, instead of you actually having some dollars with you or some euros, and then it can be a problem, okay, in terms of exchanging. Okay, yeah. And of course, I know and I understand I have to mention that you can use cards. If you have credit or debit card, you can use, because we have ATMs all over in Turkey. But in some places, you'll find that they don't actually accept credit cards or whichever card you have, depending on your country. So it can be a problem if you don't have loose money with you. Okay. Number 2 on my list is the language. The official language here in Turkey in Turkey is Turkish. Okay, that is the official language. English is widely spoken, especially in areas where we have tourism destination, and it is always, or I'll always advise you to carry or to have an app on your phone for translation, because maybe not everybody speaks English or whichever language that you are using. To be on a safe side, try as much as possible to actually have that translation, Google translation app, so that you can actually have good time negotiating and also talking with the locals and understanding some words. Some of the words you can use when you are coming or when you're visiting in Turkey to show greetings. You can say marhaba or nasilisin or günaydın, which is good morning, and nasilisin means how are you, and marhaba means hello or hi. Okay, so those are just a few words that you can use, but you need to actually use a translator if you don't know anything in Turkish. Okay, number 3 on my list is the visa. Depending on your country of origin, you need a visa to enter in Turkey. Okay, so if you're coming from Kenya, for instance, I'm a Kenyan. If you're coming from Kenya, you must apply for a visa to enter in Turkey. Even people in US, they must do so. Depending on your country, you can actually get a visa. Right now, it is so easy, especially for people from West, to get a visa or a visa online. But to be on a safe side is always to contact your embassy for the right requirements when it comes to visa issues, especially right now. Of course, I understand that right now we have that problem whereby there are so many restrictions on foreigners. So be very careful, and also make sure that you are consulting the necessary consulate or the embassy to give you the right information when it comes to visa and coming here in Turkey. So that is it, number 3. Now let's talk about the weather. Turkey has a Mediterranean weather or climate when it comes to climate. So it can be hot or hotter during the summer and mild winters. And right now we are in January, we are in winter. So if you are aiming to come during this time, try as much as possible to carry warm clothes, to carry clothes that will actually keep you warm. And if you are coming during the summer, try as much as possible to come with the sunscreen or light clothes. Of course, if you come here in Turkey, Turkey has very beautiful brands or many people who are into outfits. So you're gonna have something wherever you are going, be it in Istanbul, Izmir, Ankara, Alanya, Antalya, Bursa, wherever you are going, you will find somewhere or a shop or a supermarket or anything that you can actually get into and actually buy some outfits. And I kid you not, they are more cheaper than many countries that I have traveled to. Okay. Now, coming to another topic about health and insurance. Turkey is a safe country, I have to say so. Majority of places are safe, but as usual, you need to take precautions. You need to be careful and also take care of yourself wherever you are. You need to know your surrounding, especially if you're coming for the first time. You need to have some knowledge where you are, so that in case of anything, people can actually locate you. And also, I have to mention that you need to make sure that you have an insurance, so that in case of any sickness or any illness or accident, you are covered. Okay, so be very careful when you're coming here. Of course, I'm not trying to say that it is totally 100% safe, but majority of places are safer, unless if you are going to borderlines or if you are going maybe to places whereby we have conflict. But in most cities and most places, Turkey is a safe country. I normally leave my door open sometimes and then just stroll around and then come back. Nothing happens. People here are so kind, and also they are so generous in terms of actually just taking care of someone's something. Okay, so I'm trying to tell you this out of experience, but also you need to make sure that you are taking care of yourself. If you're a lady, if you are a single traveler, try as much as possible to go in places that are public, and also try to be careful with the people that you are actually negotiating or interacting with, because not everybody can be safe. We all know some people are out there with bad motive or with bad aims, especially when they see that you are a foreigner. So try as much as possible to be safe wherever you are. Otherwise, Turkey is a beautiful country and a safe country that I highly recommend you to visit in 2023 or in the coming years. Okay.
Now, let's talk about food. When it comes to food, Turkish cuisine is known for its delicious flavors and wide variety of dishes. You will find everything from traditional kebabs and pide, a type of Turkish pizza, to seafood and vegetarian options. So you won't actually miss, or you won't actually go hungry when you are in Turkey.
Now, when it comes to transportation, Turkey has a variety or different ways of actually transportation, and also it has a well-developed mode of transportation. You can use plane, you can use buses, you can use trains, you can use whatever you want to use. Even though I have to mention that in some places, if you're coming from a place whereby you are used to actually riding a bicycle, then I found Turkey to be not that much friendly when it comes to bicycle riding. And also I have to mention that when you are using taxis, try as much as possible to use the ones with the license, and also the ones which have a meter tracker when you want to actually see how much you have spent on your travel. And also try as much as possible to use Uber. Uber is functioning right now in Turkey, and it is one of the safest thing that you can use when it comes to transportation if you are just a foreigner. Otherwise, if you are thinking, oh, I will have a problem traveling or transportation, no, Turkey has a variety ways of transportation. The mode of transportation here is so good. So wherever you are, whatever you are doing, wherever you want to go, you'll find a bus or a taxi or a train to take you there, or a plane. Okay. Now, just when I was about to finish my video, my little girl, she just woke up. Anijim, can you see us? She's so busy. She woke up. So I don't know how it's gonna be, but let's continue. Now, another thing I have to mention is that Turkey is a Muslim country. Like 90% of people here are Muslim, so be aware of it. If you're visiting in different places, let's say like a mosque, be sure to actually wear decently, cover yourself if you're a lady, especially if you're going to the mosque, and also respect the tradition here and the culture here. Let's talk about Wi-Fi and mobile. Even though in many places, if you are visiting in Turkey for the first time, you'll find a lot of different places with Wi-Fi, be it in a restaurant, in a hotel, and be in airport. It is always good to have a local SIM card, okay? And also, if you're visiting in certain areas, as let's say areas for tourism, I have to assure you that Turkey has many places to visit when it comes to tourism. So you won't actually miss somewhere to go, or you won't actually miss a place to visit. However, in most visited places, the people there might be so many, like it might be crowded. So try as much as possible to do your research so that you are visiting less crowded places if you want to enjoy yourself and actually have a good time here in Turkey. Otherwise, anywhere you visit here in Turkey, it has maybe history behind it, culture behind it, or it has many places to visit. Some of the places you can visit here in Turkey, we have a lot of UNESCO heritage places that you can visit here in Turkey. So wherever you are going, or whatever reason you're coming here in Turkey, I know you're gonna enjoy yourself, you're gonna have a good time here, and I want to wish you all the best if you're trying to visit Turkey for the first time. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of my mama here. She wants to have some food. Until next time again, I'll see you. Bye. Can you say Shiva? Can you say